Alrighty, hello everyone. Hello. Let's talk to the main screen, shall we? Well, hello there, ¿cómo estamos, minasan? And I was gonna say, although the audio still broke. The audio broke for one reason or another. But I had prepped that, and yes, I turned it off and turned it back on so I wouldn't have to hear the background for a long period of time. Hold on, doop, and then doop. Now it should be playing. There we go. Let's see how that works. No, it just goes lower. That's weird. Oh, because there's no... Okay. Because there was no sidechain source. The ducking source was not that. Alright, let's see. How are we doing here? Check test. I want to see how low it goes. Or maybe this low? Man, it's not doing anything. From my audio bit that I could see here. Oh well. Anyway. Let's go. Let's get started. It has been a hot minute, and yeah. Let's see if I remember what the voices I had in my head were for these characters. I don't even know. I forgot to warm up a little bit. But hopefully we can deal with it as we get there, because I think we have some things to do. I'd like to at least finish up Turnabout Sisters. And maybe we get into Turnabout Samurai. But we'll have to find out. Won't we? September 7th, 3:11 p.m. Detention Center. Visitor's room.
Well, hello. I didn't expect anyone to visit me in such a dank place as this. It's really quite moving. Not! You stinking lawyer! I hope you die! I've come to laugh. Yes, laugh at the fallen Miss May.
No, not really. There's something I wanted to ask.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I want to be asked. Haven't you done enough questioning, you spiky head?
Here we go again. Please, you're scaring the security guard.
So, what is it you wish to ask me then?
For starters, how did you get to be so totally whacked? I love how they go back with this really bright and peppy music right after the heavy yelling at that we got from her. Let's see. Clock. We wanted to question her. Let's start with the wiretap. Something nice and easy, right? Why did you place a wiretap on Mia's phone?
Aw, when you say it like that, it sounds so cold. So criminal.
Tapping people's phones is a crime, Miss May.
Oh, and I suppose you learned that in lawyer school. Creep.
This woman's impossible to talk to. About the man who stayed in your room with about the man who stayed with you in your hotel room. Can you tell me about him? Like, where is he? Come on.
No way, Jose.
Maybe if I had something to get it to talk. Say! Oh, you know what I forgot to do? It's tweet, but we'll do this other thing. Why are you so... angry? I mean, you don't look like a bad person.
Oh, that does it! Bottom-feeding, scum-sucking lawyer!
Bottom? I can't tell. Does she have a thing against lawyers, or just me? Okay, now we'll go over and we'll do the tweets, because I completely forgot to do that. Only because I forgot. Alright. It looks like I didn't tweet yesterday either. Oopsie doopsie. We'll fix that up today now, won't we? No caps. Let's try that again. Maybe. Copy. Tweeted, and then we go over to not Twitter. And we'll post it up. Alright, so we asked all the questions that we can. I guess let's, oh no, can I present the wiretap? No, there's not really anything for me to... So... Gatewater Hotel, maybe? September 7th, Gatewater Hotel, room 303.
Welcome, sir. Quite the performance today, if I dare say so myself.
Oh, thanks. Sorry for putting you on the spot like that.
No, not at all, sir. Your efforts today can only help the Gatewater's rep, as they say.
Huh? Rep?
Yes, our reputation will swell as the hotel where the murderer used a wiretap. We could charge a premium for the room, of course. It'll be great for business, sir.
Whoa! Miss May has been charged with murder.
I, too, will become famous. The bellboy who brought the murderer iced coffee.
Why do I feel like we're both stuck in the same bad dream?
So, you are our honored guest. Please let me know if there's anything I can bring you.
Oh, what about the hotel? Let's softball first. Could you tell me about this hotel?
Absolutely! On that subject, I have an excellent idea, sir. Currently, this hotel is known as the Gatewater. I propose that we add a subtitle.
Subtitle?
The Gatewater Hotel, Murder Manor. Well, what do you think?
Sounds great. Whatever floats your tea set. Actually, that sounds like it would probably scare away a lot of customer base, let me tell you. Don't get me wrong, you might actually get an influx of customers, those wanting to see exactly what you're trying to sell, but you're also going to lose out on customers that would just like a regular old hotel. So, sounds to me like you have an issue there. Let's talk about Miss May.
About Miss May, Oh, her? Sir, not to boast, but I knew the moment I saw her. Do it, I said.
Do what? I'm starting to think the most suspicious person here is this guy. I like to do it.
I wanted to ask you about the man who was with Miss May. Ah, yes. He struck me as the real lady killer, if you'll pardon the expression. I knew it from the moment I saw him, sir. He and I are of the same ilk. We both carry the scent of danger.
There we are. There we are in total agreement, Mr. Psycho Bellboy.
If you had a photo of that man, I'm quite sure I could identify him.
A photo, huh? Which I do not have, so I guess let's move over to Grossberg Law Offices. Yep. Wait, something's different here, I think. It's been a week, so I'm not quite sure. September 7th, Grossberg Law Offices. Huh. Looks like Mr. Grossberg is out today. Again. Maybe he's avoiding me for some reason. What's this? Old photos? There are two lying here. Something's been written in pencil on the backs. DL6 Incident Exhibit A. DL6 Incident Exhibit B. Let's take a look at these. What's on Exhibit A? I'm sure I've seen this person somewhere. Perhaps I'll borrow this photo. I'm sure no one will miss the one little photo. It might be a valuable clue. I'll take it for now. Photo lies on the desk. Yes, because that looks like a dude. God, his face and hair look so ridiculous. Okay, so I love how it says two, but they cheaped out and only showed one there. And granted, one could be on top of the other, but it doesn't swap the moment that you take that particular photo. Books. Expensive looking mahogany bookshelves filled with expensive looking books. Okay. He said that last time too. Wait a second. Wasn't there a giant painting hanging on that wall? I mean, there's a big square that would denote that yes, there was. Yeah, there was a painting of fishermen, wasn't it? It wasn't a very memorable painting anyhow. I think it was a fisherman. It was either fisherman or sunflowers. It wasn't Marvin Grossberg. Alright, so let's move back to the Gatewater Hotel so we can present the new photo we have. Take a look at this photo.
That's him, Detective.
I'm the lawyer.
Oh, I know that. I just wanted to say detective once. You know how it is.
No, I don't.
Without a doubt, that is the man who checked in with Miss April May. How about I write an affidavit swearing that that's him?
An affidavit? This guy's way too excited about this. I know I didn't put on the reverb, but I don't care. It would take too long. Well, sure, why not?
Yes! I've always wanted to write an affidavit, sir. From henceforth, I will be known as the bellboy who swore the affidavit. Just hurry up and write it.
Not even Miss May can play dumb through this. Alright, go back to the detention center.
You again? Can't you take a hint and stay gone?
Hey, the only reason I'm back here is because you won't talk to me.
Oh, so it's my fault now. You just don't have spiky hair, you also have a spiky heart.
That does it. When this case is done, I'm shaving my head. Alright, let's start with the picture, considering that... Present.
Have a look at this. Look, I've said several times, I'm not telling you. Where did you...
Aha! A reaction.
This is him, isn't it? What? Who? When? Why?
It is him. This is the man who stayed at your hotel room the night of the murder.
No, that's not right.
Nice try, Miss Cooperative.
Do you have proof it was him? Hmm? Yeah, proof. Show me proof.
I'm so close.
And luckily, we do have the proof.
Oh, that's the wrong one.
They look the same, chat. I can't be blamed for that.
Did you have a look at this?
What's that?
The bellboy's affidavit. Tells us everything he saw. Such as the man you checked in with, who was most definitely this guy. Now I'm getting somewhere. But considering that I pissed her off already, let's ease her fears. Okay. She's vulnerable now. We should be gentle. Miss May, it would be easy for me to hand this affidavit to the police. If they get involved, wouldn't your boss be even more, inconvenienced? All I want to do is have a little chat with him. You won't tell me?
Is that all you have to say?
Yes?
If it's so easy for you to get the police involved, then why don't you? Somehow, I think you're not up to it.
Show them a little kindness and they jump all over you. That had the opposite effect of what I had hoped. Oh. He tossed away the affidavit, so... I kind of went through that for no reason. Let's see if I can tell. Let the man to stay with you in your hotel. Can you tell me about him? Where is he? Not telling... So I need another thing to get her to talk, huh? Back to the law offices? Alright, this is getting ridiculous. Where is the heck is that loafer? Ah, an old familiar clearing of the throat. You again. Hello, Mr. Grossberg. Well, you were quite the thing, my boy. Excuse me? The trial! He was there. Reminded me of myself when I was a youth. Is that something that got passed down through Mia? Maybe? Brings back memories, it does. Ah, the days of my youth, like the scent of fresh lemon, you see. I apologize. It was a bit too much for me, my boy. Seeing you today, I appreciate the reminiscing, but I'd much rather you gave me some information. I'm not gonna do the internal thought, because the back and forth on that sometimes is crazy. Unfortunately, there's such a delay on even just seeing it activate, much less actually it activating, that it's just so difficult to tell. Alright, let's talk. Let's start with the refusal. I asked before, but why did you refuse her request for defense? I think I have a right to know. Oh, right, Mr. Right? No, I'm sorry. It's just... I need more time to think about it, my boy. He does seem troubled about something. Maybe I can find something that will inspire him to talk. We'll just go through these and then I'll do the presentation. So you came to see the trial? Yes, I did. Something was bothering me all last night, you see. I couldn't get a wink of sleep. Really? What was that? Well, you see, it's just Mia's sister, that poor girl. Boy, I owe you my thanks, truly. I don't know what I would have done if things had gone poorly for the girl. If you were that worried about it, why didn't you offer to defend her? You know, the other day, I'm pretty sure there was a big, pretentious-looking painting on that wall over there. Pretentious-looking? Well, you know the one I mean. Anyway, where did it go? Yes. Well, I got rid of it. Quite tired of the thing, really. I, sold it. You see, yes. That's right. Sold it? I'm sure I'd buy that. Wasn't that painting rather important to you, sir? Did something happen? I don't see how it's any of your business. Please speak no more of that accursed painting. Alright, so let's present the picture of the dude. Excuse me, I was wondering about this photograph. Where did you get that? I borrowed it. Well, give it back at once! Mr. Grossberg, tell me about the man in this photo. He may have been in that hotel room with April May on the night of the murder. Do you know something about him? Anything? Very well. I will tell you what I know. However, you didn't hear it from me, if you follow. I follow. That man is Mr. Red White. He's the president of Blue Corp. Red White. Blue Corp. There's something like a detective agency, right? They're information pros. They're information pros. They sell information, you see. Sensitive information. Basically, they're information brokers is technically the word you would use. Despite his name, Mr. White has the blackest reputation of any man in this country. Should you run across him, watch what you say. You wouldn't want him digging up any dirt on you. Selling information. Sounds like blackmail. Can you tell me where Blue Corp is located? I suppose. Mr. Red White. At last. Finally, I lead on this guy. Even if April May couldn't have done it, he could have. Time to take action. Now, I must ask you to leave. I need to think about things alone. Okay. The Blue Corp? Oh, hey. I'm actually very curious as if this photo's been edited for the English language. The fact that it says Blue Corp in I guess Romaji, if you wanted to call it that, is kind of weird to me. But we'll just take it one step at a time, shall we? What's with the surreal decor? Welcome! Please furnish me with the title of your personage. Oh, I forgot something that we were going to do, but we can do it now. Just because it's funny. Shut up, it's funny. So there's two things. First off, right. I want, what's the name of this thing? Let's go with this. This is what, so this is Red White in the Japanese. It's flippin' hilarious. Let me just get the video on screen here real quick. There he is. Yeah, his English is hilarious. But now we'll go for a second thing here. Hold on, let me crop this a little bit more. Just for funsies. That way we can have some better setups here. We got to do some of the bloopers. I did promise that the other day. And that might wake me up a little bit more. This one? Yeah. It starts simple with just like that kind of thing. Well, we'll just do the through where we're at here so far. The funnier ones are the ones where he responds, or where the response, even though it's still in line with what's supposed to be said next, still fits with whatever said before. We haven't gotten to that quite yet, but some of those were hilarious. See right there. I know that was more garbage. And that's a simple one. We have. Wait a second. Oh, we're already past where we're at. Okay, so we'll stop there for now, and maybe we'll watch some more later. I didn't want to go too far anyway. Not that I haven't. I've played these games before in the past. It'll take a hot reminder to remind me where we're at in specific on this stuff. So, welcome. Please furnish me with the title of your personage. What the? Your name? What's your name? Okay, cool. They actually brought that back slightly. I was just inquiringly asking the title that you go by. Right. Phoenix Wright. Inquirably? Mr. Wright, is it? Right. I see. Splendiferous. Perhaps I have intimidated you with my gigantic vocabulary. What's this guy's problem? I'm Red White, CEO of Blue Corp. You know, corporate expansion official. That's not what CEO stands for, you idiot, but that's okay. We'll establish that this guy. Oh, dear Lord, this guy. My business dealings bring me into contact with the elite of the elite. I'm afraid I am not used to conversing with the worldly challenged. What a fruitcake. Depending on what he means by fruitcake. Nuttier than a fruitcake, I assume is what he's trying to get at. But if he's going with the more flamboyant nature that Red White presents, that's like the pot calling the kettle black there, Phoenix. You're pretty flamboyant yourself. We'll find out later. Let me guess. You're an attorney fresh out of law school, aren't you? Not? Are you not? That's the only explanation why you would come to me like this.
What does he mean like that?
No matter. So, what business does the mighty lawyer have with a man such as myself?
Yikes. This guy's arrogance meter's off the scale.
Let's ask about Blue Corp. Softball first, as per usual, and then we'll go to something a little bit more complicated, shall we?
What kind of company is Blue Corp anyway?
Ah, excellent question. We buy and sell various kinds of information. We're a company of the future, you might say. You might say, we are the future.
Now, information?
In just 10 years, I built this business up from the into the grand office you see now. In case you were wondering, Blue Corp was named after the color blue. The fact that he has to state that out loud, I assume that's a direct translation with the Japanese. Because basically saying Blue Corp is named after the color owl for blue. Because otherwise it's like, no, really? I didn't expect that Blue Corp would be named after blue. Anyway, I, Red White of Blue Corp, as founder and CEO, named it so. And why, you ask? Because I like the color blue, of course. Fantabulistic, is it not? No. Let's go with Miss May.
Miss May is an employee of Blue Corp, is she not?
Correct. She was my secretariat. What a shock it was to hear that she's done.
What she has done? You mean the wiretap?
Indeed, she's paid to answer phones. Tapping them is not in her job description. She does gather information for us as part of her duties, but I assure you, we do not condone illegal methods. It is ineffable that she would do this. Wait, ineffable is an actual word. But this is Red White, so I'm going to assume that he's using that word wrong. Ineffable. Too extreme or expressed to be... I suppose. But that sounds like an adjective. It is an adjective, actually. Look at the definition. He's using it as a... Oh, sorry. I was going to say adverb, not adjective. But it is ineffable. It is too extreme or extreme to be expressed in words that she would do this. Feels a little weird. I don't know. It's still being used inappropriately somehow, because it feels weird to be using that, even though, by definition, it's probably correct. I don't know. What do you guys think, chat?
It sounds like he's trying to turn Miss May into a scapegoat.
On the night of the murder, you were in April May's hotel room. Who can say? I seldom pay attention to such mundane details such as time and place. My motto is, don't worry, be happy. Don't worry. I'll be happy. Sorry.
Still, Mr. White, the hotel bellboy has stated on record that he does remember you very clearly.
No matter, the bellboy can say what he pleases. I still won't talk to you. If you want me to speak, then put me on the witness stand. Although, I doubt you'd be capable of doing that.
He raises a good question, actually. Why didn't the prosecution call him as a witness? He should have seen the same thing as April May.
The police, the court. To me, they're all milk toys. Playthings for my amusement.
There's actually something that's been bothering me.
Yes? What might that be?
That big painting on the wall over there.
When did you get it? Say, when did you get that painting? No idea. I forgot. I've seen that painting before. Yesterday, in fact. Why do I find that painting here today? Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. It appears you... That's actually funnier than I remember it being. He's trying to correct... And don't get me wrong. It's obvious that Mr. White here is purposefully getting my name wrong to piss me off, right? But you could also take it in case of, taking the benefit of the doubt that he's actually misremembering Phoenix's name. Mr. Wrong, was it? Right. And then he continues like I had said, no, that's correct, even though he was actually correcting him on what his name was. That's hilarious. I love multi-layered jokes like that. They're so good. It appears you do not fully understand, you do not fully grasp your position here. I ask again. Who are you? A lawyer? No, my feeble friend. A mere lawyer. Worth nothing, zilch, zippo, nada! Just like that sorry excuse for an attorney Grody burger. What? He punched me. Well, Mr. Lawyer, what will you do, huh? Charge me with assault? Charge away! I welcome it. For it is you who will be found guilty. What? Heed my exposition! The police, the courts, they all do my bidding. So you say? But I wonder, that kind of control really possible? I don't expect you to understand. It is a world beyond your compensation. Actually, that's it. That's another interesting wordplay. It's wrong to use there, but it could be right. It's like, it's above your pay grade, buddy, to understand the world that I'm talking about right now. You came here from Grody Burgers, I presume? Mr. Grossberg's, yes. Then you must ask him. Why is it that this painting of his hangs here? Perhaps he will tell you? Perhaps he will explain how a man can live a life purely for personal profit? Go now, skedaddle. There's nothing more to discuss. There will be more to discuss, but I will take you at your word. Huh? I don't think he's noticed me standing here. Maybe I should clear my throat? Jumping Jehoshaphat! Oh, you! What's wrong? You look so pensive, like an old man at the end of his days. I'm not senile yet. I was just thinking about this whole mess. Something's really bothering him. That much is clear. Okay, I want to see because it looks like so far the same thing. So, I played Blue Corp a visit. Oh, I see. Mr. Grossberg, I have to admit, something's been bothering me. Oh? What is it? Well, out with it, my boy. You see, it's just... Mr. Grossberg, sir. There was a giant painting hanging right there the other day, was there not? The one you said you had no intention of parting with? Well, I saw it. Today, in fact. It was in the CEO's office at Blue Corp. Red White's office. So, you noticed? I suppose I guessed you would. It is a large painting. Mr. Grossberg, I know you and Mr. White are connected somehow. Connected, you say? Yes, and I know what it is. I really want to do that last one so bad. Ah! Oh, actually, can I? Hold on. Options. Save. We will reload. If it's too terrible, we'll reload. It's not something that I can claim to understand yet, but you and Mr. White are lovers, aren't you? What? What, my boy? You sent that painting to him as a sign of undying love. My boy, please, you're letting your fantasies run away with you. Where do you get these bizarre ideas? I mean, maybe projecting, yes, but we'll move on from that. I don't understand how you could. That's because I'm not. We're not. Don't be ridiculous. Enough. I'll swallow my pride and tell you all. I knew it. They are lovers. I knew it! They are lovers! My ship is confirmed! Yes! Oh, my lord. What the frig? I love it. I love it so much. Alright. No! We are not lovers! Red White is a man who makes his living through intimidation. Blue Corp is another company that excels at finding people's weaknesses, I'm afraid. Is a company, not another company, but either way. I've been paying them for 15 years now. 15 years? All because of the DL6 incident. As you may have guessed. The name on the back of those photographs. As you suspected, I could not stand in defense of Maya because of this. I would have destroyed me if I did. So that's the connection. It's hard for me to tell you this, my boy. But arresting Red White will nigh on impossible. Impossible? Why? He has information on everyone. It gives him an iron grip. He owns the judges, the attorneys, the prosecutors, police, and the politicians. Damn, that's actually a pretty good chokehold if he has that much power. What? They are bound, unable to do harm to themselves and therefore to him. Don't look at me like that. What you see is nothing more than the weight of many years. The DL6 incident. What is the DL6 incident? DL6 is nothing more than a sorting code the police have given the case. It was 15 years ago now. I received a request from a medium. A spirit medium. Medium? Her name was Misty Faye. Faye? Indeed. She was Mia's mother. She had been investigating a murder at the bequest of the police. And he failed. As a result, the police called her a fraud. This is what Maya was talking about the other day. I did all I could for her, and in the end cleared her of wrongdoing. That murder case, however, remains unsolved to this day. In that case is the DL6 incident. I think I'm getting used to my voice for Grossberg to some degree. It's interesting. But why were you blackmailed over this, Mr. Grossberg? The DL6... That didn't quite... That was almost Donald Duck levels of... Let's try that again. The DL6... Don't do that, Breeze. Try it again. The DL6 incident was a top secret at the time. It made sense. The police didn't want people to know that they were using a medium. They couldn't let people know. But one person found out. I I told him. You told White? He offered me witches. It is an embarrassment to me as of now. Because I talked, the police were mocked far and wide. In secret, they began looking for the one who sold him out. Of course, White heard about it and he came to me. Only this time, the offer was blackmail. I see. This is where Phoenix's Japanese name, I think, came in, pun name came in. I see. Naruhodo. Naruhodo Ryorichi. White controls the law of this country as he sees fit. If you would still challenge him, have a close look at Mia's office. Mia's office? She followed his every move for years. He may have recorded something of what she found. Alright then. To the Fainco law offices. It's funny. Sorry, that's a little too high. It's funny. Looking at this room, it seems so normal. Hard to imagine a murder took place here. Mr. Grossberg said there would be clues. Maybe I should have another look. Mia's favorite potted plant. I guess I'll have to water it now. The sky is blue, and so am I. There's that hotel right across the way. Thought that was gonna be a little longer. I started to put my hand on my chin in pensiveness, like wistful pensiveness. I was going for that with Phoenix, and it didn't quite turn out the way I wanted it to. Mia's desk. Perfectly clean. As always. The only thing it's missing is Mia. All the cases the chief ever worked on are filed here. They're in alphabetical order, so let's take a look. Which file should I look at? I mean, DL6, so A through I. Let's see if there's an A record in this file. Let's see if there's a record in this file that catches my eye. A, B, F. Misty Faye. Oh, so it's by name, so we want to go with W for red, white after this. That's Mia and Maya's mother. Should I take a look? Sure, why not? Let's figure out some more things. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words. I have tarnished the Faye name, leaving only these words. My mother vanished. I was determined to find... Sorry, I was reading it in a pseudo-Phoenix voice. Deeper is fine, but I want to be more smooth flowing because it is a feminine voice versus a male voice. I was determined to find the ones who had made my mother blame herself in this way. Using the power that runs in my family, I held an audience with the dead. Finally, the names of two men surfaced. One was Marvin Grossberg, a lawyer who sold my mother's information for riches. The other was the man who sold that information to the press. This parasite, who makes his fortune on threats and coercion. His name is... The record stops there. So Mia knew Grossberg. Let's just go through it. We know the W is last. Let's see. J through S. Nothing much in here. Skin. The biggest part here is at the end. S. Suicide? Oh. There's a collection of suicide reports. There's politicians. Policemen. Huh? There's writing on most of these in pencil. White? This is Mia's handwriting. Wait, I get it. Mia thought he was involved in these unalivings. I already said it twice, but I'm gonna try and curb it a bit. White drove them all to... I can use these newspaper clippings. Let's find the most disturbing one. Really? Let's see about anything in red, white. I know. White! The entire W section is missing. Was it taken? And that explains why we got the answer out of the middle portion. Let's see if we present it to Grossberg. Do we have anything to say on the matter? I found this in Mia's files. Well, she was investigating red-white, as I expected. Well, if you want to challenge him, you can present this in court. Not a bad idea. Apparently, Miss May is in questioning. I doubt they'll let me talk to her today, so I guess all that's left is to go to Blue Corp and be an idiot and present it to his face. Well, aren't you persistent? Sorry, but there's something I have to ask you. Mr. Lawyer, I really hate having to repeat myself, but it seems the message has not yet penetrated your thick skull. Stop bothering me. If you try my patience further, I feel a nasty accident may occur. Do I make myself clear? Transparent. But I don't care. I will present you with the only evidence that will get me in trouble. It's the only clue that Mia left me. I better make this one count. Mr. White, see this? An article describing the suicide of a politician. He was embezzling secret government funds. And then one day, word got leaked to the press. The very next day, he took his own life. And this concerns me how? I found this article in Mia's office. Miss Mia? She had a file filled with articles like this. Every single one of them was labeled with a single word. White. Actually, I'm curious, what's White's name in Japanese? See, his name in Japanese is Konaka Masaru. Oh, that's hilarious. That's hilarious. Apparently, the three kanji of his name have the kanji for small, ko, which makes sense. Ko is child and usually used for small. Small and ko are interchangeable, right? Small and child sometimes. Naka, middle, medium. And the kanji for large, I guess, is Masaru. It can be read as Masaru. That's interesting. Alright, let's continue. You blackmailed him. You were blackmailing him. Blackmail? Not just him either. You were threatening and coercing hundreds of others. You were involved in all the suicide cases Mia investigated. This company is built on blackmail. I'm right, aren't I? What a bizarre accusation. Mr. Wrong? What is it that you should be doing now? Investigating me? No, no, no. I think not. You should be searching for the one who killed Miss Mia. Secretary's office. Hello? Mr. Wrong will be leaving now. Yes, sir. I'll send someone right away. Wait a second, Mr. White. You're wrong, Mr. White. Sorry, that was a little too high. You're wrong, Mr. White. Ugh. You're wrong, Mr. White. There. That didn't come off the tongue very easily. Either way. Excuse me? What I should be doing now is going after you. Just what are you insinuating? Mia was onto you. She was keeping tabs. For this reason, you had April May tapping her phone. And then, Mia was murdered. And all the documents about you mysteriously disappeared. So, the culprit would be?
Even a child could work it out, Mr. White. You did it. Secretary's office.
We won't be needing an escort for Mr. Wrong. Instead, please connect me to the public prosecutor's office.
Of course, sir. One moment, please. White, what is that you? What are you doing calling me at a time like this?
Because I have no idea who's the one who's talking to him. Hello, Chief Prosecutor.
Oh, actually, I do know. So hold on. Because I know who the Chief Prosecutor is around this time frame, unless it switches out before this happens. After this happens. Let me try that again. I'll change the voice once it comes up again, if it comes up again.
I've changed my mind. I want to testify tomorrow.
What's this about?
The Mia Fey case. I witnessed the murder, you see. And thus, as a very important witness, I would like to testify.
What? Why now? I thought you said you didn't want to go to court.
Quietitude. Is that an actual word? I think that's just him messing up quiet. Hold on. Well, while there's... Oh. Apparently there is a word. This is the man who... Okay, so all the words he uses, I bet you splendiferous actually is a word too. I mean, like, it's close enough to splendid I think that it probably does exist. But apparently, quietude is a noun for... A noun, though? Although, usually you would say be quiet. Quiet is also a noun. But a quiet state, repose. So he's a man that basically every day looks into the freaking thesaurus for other words to say the same thing in a different way. Though he tends to use them relatively correctly. So I'll give him credit there. I always thought that he used, big fancy words for no reason. I mean, I guess it is still for no reason except for to be fancy, but whatever. We can move on from that. Let's see what else we got, shall we? Quietude. I told you. I changed my mind. Didn't I? Oh, and one other thing. And the police will right away. The man is standing right in front of me. He looks dazed, but he could be violent.
What? What man?
Are you even listening? The executioner, the hatchet man, the liquidator, the killer man.
What? Mr. White, this isn't another one of those...
Chief Prosecutor, I do not believe you're in a position to freely offer your opinions to me. Correct? I'm telling you to send the police. Now! Did I not tell you, Mr. Wrong, that you are a mere lawyer? As was Miss Mia. How dare you? I'll point the finger at you, and you'll be tried as Miss Mia's killer. The case is as good as settled. No lawyer of any worth will defend you. I have friends in the local lawyers association, you see. You'll be given a lawyer so stupendously inept that they'll make even you look competent. I feel faint.
Detective Gumshoe reporting, sir. Ah, Butts! Harry Butts!
Right. Actually, Phoenix Wright. And my friend's name is Larry.
Oh, right. Sorry, pal. Butts was that murderer, right?
Detective Gumshoe, I present to you the man who killed Miss Mia Fey.
What?
Take this despicable human being into custody. Farewell, Mr. Wrong. Considering that he says it at the end there, I think that he's actually forgotten my name. But that's okay. We'll just roll with it. Can't believe it's only been a day since the first trial. My trial begins tomorrow. White's gonna set a trap for me, and the prosecution will be in on it, of course. Edgeworth included. Attorney was assigned to me by the state yesterday. I refused. I had an idea.
Right! Mr. Wright!
I love the fact that there's only one, basically only one pane for the interrogation office, right? So it looks like she's the one who's actually behind bars, but it's actually the other way around. And technically, yes, the interview thing with the window could be the same on both sides, but I don't think you would put bars on the side of the person who's not arrested. This is the only thing that throws it off for me. But that's okay. It's not huge. But you would, it wouldn't be uncommon, I believe, in my opinion, to have a guard on both sides. Oh, Maya. Great. They let you out of detention.
Just now, yes. It's all thanks to you.
Now I'm afraid we've switched places.
What? You mean, you...
I explained what happened to Maya.
Don't believe it. How many people does that man need to destroy before he's satisfied? My mother, my sister, and now you. This has gone too far. Mr. Wright, please tell me, is there anything I can do?
Well... Help me break out of here! No. I don't mind having some stupid things like the lovers bit, but the, break out of here. While there's recordings going on, you... At the very least, you say that as a joke before you go in, but not after the fact. Or during the fact, I should say. Well, you could cheer me on in court.
Cheer for you? I mean, you mean like a cheerleader?
Huh? Yeah, like that.
All right, leave it to me.
Huh?
I better go get a uniform and some pom-poms.
Wait! Wait.
What?
I'm kidding. There was a joke.
No way.
No, really, I was kidding. But thanks. Good to know that you're on my side. And there really isn't anything you can do for me anyway.
But I can't just sit here and do nothing. I've got to give that man a piece of my mind.
Just a piece? Okay, then come to the trial tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be there. I'll show them a thing or two.
Times may change, yet with crime, it's the same old story. So basically, it's crime never changes instead of war. In fact, it's gotten worse. Lengthy court proceedings are no longer realistic. Beginning a few years ago, a limit of 3 days was put on initial court trials. Almost all finished in a day, most with a guilty verdict. I never thought I would end up in the defendant's chair myself for this case. With the true culprit appearing as the star witness. This is it. Tomorrow it's me or him. Hi. And we will continue. September 9th, 9:52 a.m., District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1.
Well, I guess this is it.
Yeah. One way or another, this case gets decided today.
Phoenix, look!
Prosecutor Edgeworth. I received a call from the prosecutor's office yesterday. Huh? I was told that whatever Mr. White says today, it will be the absolute truth. No matter how you try to attack his testimony, if I raise an objection, I have it on good faith that the judge will listen to me. What? Does White have the judge in his pocket too? So, you're saying I'm going to be guilty. End of story? I will do anything to get my verdict, Mr. Wright. Anything.
Why? Why? How can you form an innocent person like this?
Innocent? How can we know that? The guilty will always lie to avoid being found out. There's no way to tell who's guilty and who's innocent. All I can hope to do is get the defendant declared guilty. Rather make that my policy. Edgeworth, you've changed.
Phoenix, you know him?
Don't expect any special treatment, Phoenix Wright.
Phoenix?
Well, court will be starting soon.
What? But wait! Your defense attorney isn't even here yet. They're not...
I'll be defending myself.
What?
Okay. Let's do this. That kind of hurt. I did slap my face. Oh, God. Ah, my cheeks. Ow. The things I do for content. The court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Mr. Wright, are you sure you're up to doing this? Yes, Your Honor. I will be defending myself. Understood. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. The details of the event are already quite clear to the court. Today we will hear the testimony of a witness to the defendant's crime. I see. The prosecution may call its witness. That went far too smoothly. Sorry, I still had the English accent on the far. That went far too smoothly. Why didn't the judge ask Edgeworth why his witness didn't testify before? It's like he already knows why. If anyone's gonna raise an objection about this, I suppose it'll be me. Actually, no, it's actually... Wait a second. Why didn't you have this witness lined up already? I suppose at the end it won't matter. I do have to save it at the beginning of this so we can... Mr. Edgeworth, you owe an explanation to the court! Why didn't this witness testify in the trial against Miss Maya Fey? I'm ever so sorry. Mr. White is a busy man. And besides, at the time I thought that Miss May's opinion was all that would be needed. Again, my sincerest apologies to the court. Excellent, Mr. Edgeworth. I appreciate your demeanor. Yeah, no. His demeanor might be nice, but his candor with the court is bullshit right now. We need to kind of fix that. That needs to get fixed. Like yesterday. Great, he gets to show off, and I get nowhere. I would like to call Mr. Red White to the stand. I need to be a little bit more smooth with my voice, but now deep, very deep and smooth. Please state your full name. You wish to know the title of my personage? Your name. Yes, that is what I said. Oh dear, do my locutions confuse? And locutions actually is a proper word. Oh my god. When I was a kid, I thought he was making up words, but he's not. And he's using them correctly, but he's using them sound so hoity-toity that basically it's like, screw you, locution. A word or phrase, especially with regard to style or idiom, which is exactly what he's doing. Holy moly. God, well, I was an idiot when I was a kid. Ah! Name. These two are great together. My name is Red White, but my friends call me Blanco Nino. And I'm gonna say Blanco Nino because there's no Enya there. That's not how it is. It's Blanco Nino. Also, it's still wrong because it would be white boy, but it would be not Niño Blanco is how you would say it. Niño Blanco, not Blanco Niño. That's boy white in technicality the way it is in Spanish. Get it right, man. I am the CEO, or to use the more common term, the president of Blue Corp. Those are actually two separate positions within a company, but, you know, go ahead. You do you. I was going to say cook, but he's not really cooking anything right now. He thinks he's done cooking. Did you know the victim, Miss Mia Fey? That would be a negatory. No, I did not. You were at the Gatewater Hotel during the night of the murder? Correct. And you witnessed the murder from there? Why tell you what you already know? Very well, Mr. Wright. Very well, Mr. White. You may begin your testimony. I can't rip this guy's testimony apart. I'm done for. Why do I always feel like I'm at the end of the world and the last man standing? I hope you have made peace with your God, Mr. Lawyer.
Let him have it, Phoenix.
I think I'm getting good at freaking, in my opinion. You guys got to give me a secondary opinion, but I feel like I'm getting really good at Mr. Red White at this point. Let's see. It was about 9 p.m., I believe. It was quite perusifying. I was quietly perusifying, that's reading to you, some papers by the window. I know perusing is, but is perusifying a proper conjugation of perusing? To peruse. Considering all the other ones were actually used appropriately, I'm going to assume that it is. But why would you say perusifying when you can say peruse and you already sound hoity-toity? What the frick? I'm so confused as to the choices they make sometimes, but it's still so good. Then I heard bedlam coming from the outside. Surprised, I turned to look at the building across the way. It was then I saw him, a spiky-haired man attacking a woman with long hair. Needless to say, that man was none other than you, Mr. Lawyer. I called Miss May over at once. She too was flabbergasted, of course. The victim, she ran away, but you gave chase. Finally, there was a terrible impaction, and then it was all over. If things occurred as you testify, then I'm afraid the defendant is guilty. Very well, defendant. Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. So I know I can press things, but is there anything I can present with his testimony as is? So we have Miss May's to dodge an attack and ran to the right. Oh, I can press on the dodge and I can say which way. That's gotta be it. Okay, hold on. Press on this one. Can you be a little more detailed about that? I think it's worth knowing what exactly happened. Of course! Comprende! I understand! And yes, because this guy is who he is, I don't care that he uses Spanish with Blanco Nino, which I assume is supposed to be Blanco Nino, but maybe the Enya is hard to do with the English, like they drop it for some reason or another. But I refuse. I think this guy is gringo as all get out, and he's going to basically just sit there and use Blanco Nino, especially since it's Blanco Nino instead of Nino Blanco, right? And then comprende. Nah, comprende. The victim was attacked by you and ran to the left. You gave chase and struck her down. Are you sure? As you know, I am always absolutely perfect. Perhaps you can change their testimony to reflect this new detail. I just realized that I gave the same kind of cadence to the judge, which is not right. Because it's kind of in the same place in my my throat, except that I kind of squeezed my throat a little tighter to get that more old person sound versus the booming voice that is Mr. Red White. But I had the same cadence, which was wrong. To which then I will present... Wait right there! Mr. White, you've dug your own grave. What is this? You said the victim ran to the left, but that directly contradicts Miss May's testimony. She clearly stated the victim ran right. Oh, it's simple. You've simply misheard her. I think not. Look at the floor plans. The killer was here, and the victim here. If the victim ran to the left, as you claim she did, she would have been running directly away from the door. She would have been running into a dead end. Don't you find that odd? Huh? Very strange. I did see her run to the left. I did.
Phoenix, look at his face. I don't think he's lying about this one.
True. Maybe he really did see the victim run left. So he did witness the killing. Wait a second. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Miss May says right, and Mr. White says left. Can you explain this contradiction to the court? Both are right. Both witnesses are telling the truth. For once. I doubt it. Rather, this does not clear up the contradiction. There is one scenario that would explain their conflicting account. What? Obviously, the witness was not viewing the crime from the hotel. Mr. Wright! What do you mean? Yes. What do you mean he was not viewing the crime from the hotel? If he was not in the hotel, where could he have been? In the law offices of Fay & Co., of course. More specifically, he was standing here. Trying to show the court where Mr. Wright was standing. Whee! I got a finger! I'ma finger you. I'm praising. Sorry, no. I was using the old-time phrase of like, I'm gonna point the finger at the guy. No, shut up! Stop it! Stop. This is where he was. Look! When the victim ran for the door, if he was watching from this point, it appeared to him that she ran to the left. Please, this is no time for jokes and ill taste. That is where the killer was standing. Order! I will have order! Anyone disturbing the order of this courtroom will be held in contempt. Mr. Wright, what are you suggesting? Rapscallion! The postulations of the defense are a distortion of the truth, Your Honor. Indeed, they do seem a bit far-fetched. You provide us with so much entertainment, Mr. Lawyer. What now? He's laughing. The hilarity of the moment made me remember something. It appears I have been unclear, and for this, I apologize. Your Honor, Mr. Your Honor. Mr. Your Honor. God, this guy kills me. Hey, Panda. How you doing, dude? Mr. Your Honor. Might I be allowed to testify once more? Let me enunciate that next time. Very well. Let's hear your revised testimony. And I did it again. Who is this All Might ripoff? Let me tell you what. His name is Mr. Red White of Blue Corp. Have fun with that. Oh God. Oh, this guy. He's so freaking pretentious and I love it. Good luck. You can't fix a broken testimony, buddy. Except this guy might be the murderer is the only problem. Miss May's testimony was correct. It was mine. When you assaulted the girl, she first ran to the left. And then you hit her savagely. That is what I saw. Next, with the last of her strength, she ran to the right. You chased her and delivered the final blow. That is what Miss May saw. You see, you hit her twice. Don't you remember, Mr. Lawyer? That does seem to make sense. Will you be cross-examining the witness's testimony? You bet I will. I mean, yes, Your Honor. Because basically, if you just missed it, I pointed out the fact that he said left, she said right. The previous witness was supposedly viewing the murder scene from the hotel across the street, and he says left, so he could only be in the killer's position. So there's that. Okay, hold on. Think, what am I presenting here? I think it was lived for a few minutes after being hit. That's right. Initially, we had said it was instantaneous, but then they changed that. So what am I presenting? Hold on. Let's press on some of it. Yeah. It doesn't say one blow. It says she was felled by a blow. There could have been multiple blows. I'm not going to read this one because I want to make sure. Actually, hold on. Okay, hold on. What do you mean next? Next is what comes after first. No kidding! I know that! Then that is all you need to know, Mr. Lawyer. As I said, Is there nothing I can press on this? Hold on. There has to be something. Hold on. This was the blunt object, by the way. Maybe I should press on everything. Okay. I just want to establish things. I don't want to push my voice while it's not useful. Okay, so there's something here, otherwise it would stop. Up. I was clicking too fast. You know what? Even though it doesn't say, it just says a blow. Let's see. Okay, yeah, that's what it was. Music stop? It's right. You got it correctly. Woohoo! Let's go. Mr. White, the victim died from a single blow. That's not what it says on the thing, game. That's not what it says. That's why it took me a second. Otherwise, I would have thought that already. Huh?
What do you have to say to that? Now's my chance to hit him where it counts. Mr. White, wasn't it you who told this court that you were absolutely perfect?
I will refrain from using this phrase from now on.
Your Honor, if I could ask the witness for a new testimony.
The witness is obviously confused, Your Honor. I would like to request a 10-minute break. Yes, quite.
The witness is confused because he's lying. I emphatically requested that there be no break, Your Honor. Yeah, we want justice. Don't let him get away.
Very well.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna point this out. This has nothing to do with anything, but the fact that the judge is a flip-flopper of the highest variety. The last time there was a lot of noise in the court, he says anybody else who ruins the order of this court will be found in contempt of court. Yet you had a lot of people yelling there, and I don't hear him claiming anything about contempt right now. Forget about anything against me. We have that. I found that to be absolute shenaniganery. What is this?
If the witness would care to revise his testimony.
The crowd's on my side. No slipping out of this now, White.
Mr. White? Okay.
And I kind of didn't know how to put that.
Well, see, I looked at the other window when I heard that thing fall. Then the next moment I saw Miss Mia run to the left. The killer you attacked her, but she dodged. And then she turned and ran for the door. Then you did her in with a single blow. Whap! Whap indeed. Very well, you may begin cross-examination. Your Honor, my stomach, you see, it is hurting.
Deal with it. God, somebody edit. I think I clicked that too fast. Would somebody edit that with the freaking deal with it shades? That would be so awesome. Deal with it. Oh, goodness gracious. This is almost over. Okay, hold on. We had never heard about this, so let's press about... You heard that thing fall. What exactly was that thing? By the way... God, I love this music. I'm gonna be jamming to this all the time, by the way.
Huh? Oh, that! The glass light stand!
Right, the one that had fallen over at the scene. Phoenix? Doesn't something about that strike you as odd? Yeah, very odd. I'll press further. Mr. White.
Huh? What?
You're saying you saw a glass light stand?
Yes?
Then change your testimony to reflect that.
Sorry, my bad. The witness will revise his testimony. Okay. Of course.
To which I believe he cannot see. Yeah, see? If he was in the hotel, the angle would not allow him to see the freaking light stand. Let's try that. Let's go! Mr. White. It was impossible for you to have seen the glass light stand.
What?
You see, look at this.
You saw the floor plans to the scene of the murder, yes?
Correct, Your Honor. Now, look. If you were looking through the window of the office, this is the area you'll be able to see. Here. Well, note that the stand is not within the visible area. Well, Mr. White, what do you have to say to that? Bum 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum. I'm sorry, I love this music so much. I think the only one that I don't like as much is the second game's music. But even then, it's pretty good. Ridiculosity. Mr. White, if you were in the Gatewater Hotel as you claim, you could not have seen the stand before it fell over. In fact, you wouldn't have been able to see it after it fell either. There's no way you could have recognized the broken shards as glass light stand. So, when did you see the stand, Mr. White? It must have been the moment that it fell. And the only place you could have seen that from is from inside the Fey Law offices. In other words, you were at the scene of the crime when the murder took place. Mr. White? Mr. White? You did it, didn't you? Mr. Your Honor, Miss Mia. Looks like we're about to get our verdict. Objection! God damn it, Edgeworth! Oh gosh, I hate when Edgeworth does this. The only one that's more frustrating than Edgeworth is one we'll see later. No, I will say it. Whenever the prosecutor in general does this, it's so frustrating. It's just like, we have it, and then they decide to say, nuh-uh, and then it just keeps going. It's just like, what? What do you mean, nuh-uh? That's far enough, Phoenix Wright. What? I forgot it on Edgeworth. Mr. White, I think the time has come. Couldn't you confess your crime now, What? I said you should confess your crime. Ergo, confess that you placed the wiretap. The wiretap? Order! Order! Mr. Edgeworth, explain to the court what you mean by this. Distinguished members of the court, Mr. White is slightly confused. Allow me to explain. I really don't like the way this is headed. As you know, Mr. White is the CEO of Blue Corp. He ordered his secretary, Miss April May, to tap the law offices of Miss Fay. What does this have to do, Your Honor? The question is, when was the wiretap placed in the office, and by who? No, you wouldn't, Mr. White. In order to place the wiretap, you entered Miss Fay's office. Am I correct? Correct! You are most correct, Miles. Give me a break! Yes! In order to place the wiretap, it breached the Fay & Co. law offices. That is when I saw that accursed light stand. Now I'm confused. Please explain to the court what all this means, Mr. Edgeworth. Gladly, Your Honor. Mr. Phoenix Wright has made his position quite clear. He has determined that Mr. White knew the glass stand was in the office. He has shown that there was only one time Mr. White would have seen the stand. At the very moment of the murder. Thus, Mr. Wright would like you to believe that Mr. White was the murderer. I see. However, it is a fact that Mr. White had been to that office well before the murder took place. When he went to place the wiretap, he could have seen the glass light stand then. Ergo, Mr. Phoenix Wright theory is revealed as the baseless conjecture that it is. He's absolutely correct, but his is just as much conjecture as mine. You don't know if he's the one who placed it in the first place. It could have been Miss May. Now we need to call Miss May back to the stand to find out whether or not she placed the wiretap or if he did. Granted, it'll probably go in their favor, to be fair, But point still stands is yours is just as much conjecture as mine is. Ergo, Edgeworth is an idiot. Sorry, not an idiot. He's trying to win. Mr. White, you will testify to the court about this wiretapping. Leave it to me. I feel faint. It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. I had entered the pay offices. Try that again. Take two. I had entered the offices of Faye. I'm so glad that I've seen flubs before in other things that this is just driving me nuts at the moment. I had entered the Faye & Co. law offices. Of course, I had done so to place the wiretap. That is when I saw this glass light band. So you saw the sand before the night of the incident. And this is how you were able to identify what had fallen over. By the sound? Correct! That is right! I assume that in the Japanese he said, like, that's right in English or something like that. Sonotori! Anyway. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. You may cross-examine.
What am I supposed to do now? Good luck, Phoenix.
Week before the murder. Hold on. Do you have proof? Miss April May knew the details of Miss Faye's phone. Sorry, wrong voice. Try that again. Miss April May knew of the details of Miss Faye's phone conversation. This proves the wiretap was placed before the murder. Phoenix, you could say that it was the day before the murder. You can make him make it more specific. Come on, man. Huh, right. No need to press that. Press this one, maybe? Why did you notice something as innocuous as a light stand? The light stand was made entirely out of glass. It was quite stylish, so I guess it made a lasting impression on me. Such a beautacious? Again, I assume that this word actually exists. He's been using these words relatively correctly. Usually I would... Or is this how you spell beauteous? No. Oh, no, this is not it. It changed it to beauteous. Though it would be funny that he starts making up words as... Yeah, because it keeps giving me beauteous instead of beautacious. So I assume that... The only thing I see is there's apparently a nail salon in Massachusetts called Beautacious Nails. But I assume that that's them just trying to, you know, get a thing or another. Such a beautacious thing deserves attention, does it not? But as he's breaking down is my point, that he would start making up words. That is all. Damn it. There's nothing for me to press him on. Oh well. Maybe he's round enough that I could bluff something out of him. So let's press on this one. Why did you tap me his phone? This has no bearing on the current case, Your Honor. Technically it does, because why would there be a wiretap in the first place if there's no point for it? Blue Corp is a detective agency of sorts. We have a responsibility to protect client confidentiality. Okay, so I'll press this one too. Okay, was it really you that went into the law office, or was it Miss May? Unidentified fingerprints several days old were found in the Fanco law offices. Those were obviously Mr. White's. I'd like to ask for a comparison at this point because you didn't say that they were. That's conjecture. Please compare his fingerprints before you bring this to my freaking attention. And if I know Edgeworth, he's already run a check on those prints. Okay, fair enough. He's already making the assumption that Edgeworth does. He's wanting me to try and counter it, to which he says, yes, I have. Here you go. Now, Mr. White, tell us why you went to the office. Okay. Uh-oh. Don't tell me I've run out of ammo. I'm afraid that's as far as you'll go, Mr. Wright. The time has come for you to admit your defeat. You fought honorably. No more. I can't take this anymore. Mr. Wright? Are you giving up? Yes, Your Honor.
Phoenix! Phoenix, over here! I know that voice. Mia? Never give up, Phoenix.
Mia! The dead has come back! What the freak?
Where am I? The waiting lobby? What happened? Oh, right. I lost the trial. I was hallucinating. Ah, you're finally awake.
I love how he passes out. He passes out twice.
Hey, Phoenix! That's no way to greet an old friend. Phoenix, I want you to look at me. You're Maya? Didn't you know that the Fey women have a strong psychic powers? When you accepted your defeat in court, it appears that was enough of a shock to awaken Maya's true powers. So, Maya's channeling you, Mia? That's right. I'm Maya, but I'm also Mia. Now, I want you to listen to me, Phoenix. Maya never gave up. You can't either. That's why I came here. That's what I came here to tell you. But we don't have much time, Phoenix. Now, listen. You've already won. Huh? You have that receipt from the court record, right? Oh, yeah. The one you wrote Maya on. Phoenix. White wrote that, not me. So what do I do with it? Look at the front of the receipt. The front? It's a regular receipt. Looks like it's from a famous department store. $1,000. Wow, big spender. Item... Last light stand. Date of purchase... September 4th. September 4th? That's right, Phoenix. I bought that stand the day before I was killed. That's why I was trying to clarify it. That's why I was like, Phoenix, clarify it. Make it so that it's... What day did he do it on? He just said the week before. Could have been the day before. In technicality. Whoa! Now, what did Mr. White say in his testimony? It was the beginning of September, the week before the murder. He said he saw the stand the week before the murder. There you go. I think the court is about to reconvene. Go do it, Phoenix. You know you're innocent. Now you just have to prove it. Right. September 9th, 1:16 p.m., District Court, room number 2. Number 1, actually.
Court will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright. Is the defendant... rather... Are you all right, Mr. Wright?
Yes. Sorry, Your Honor. I'm fine now.
Then let us start where we left off. Your Honor, there's nothing to go back to. The cross-examination of Mr. Wright is finished. All that's required now is for you to pass judgment on the defendant, Phoenix Wright.
Your Honor, Please give me one more chance. I promise you, this is the last time I'll ask you.
But as Mr. Edgeworth has noted, the trial is more or less finished. Mr. Edgeworth, do you have an opinion on this matter?
I say, let us give Mr. Phoenix Wright his last chance.
Very well. You may begin your cross-examination.
Present. Look closely at this. See the word Maya written in blood?
You're grasping.
I think not. Look at the other side of the receipt.
The other side?
Your Honor, I would like to tell the court what is written on the other side. Would you tell the court what's written on the other side of that receipt?
Well, a glass light stand. And the date of purchase? Why, that's the day before the murder.
You see, Mr. White, when you allegedly entered the Fay & Co. law offices at the beginning of September, the stand could not have been there.
God, I can't do that long yell. But I'm gonna try. Here we go.
Well,
Mr. White?
Can't get out of this one, can you?
No. It's impossible.
Uh-oh. He's losing it. Well, Your Honor, I understand there must be quite a bit of pressure on you. But I think you'll agree you can't judge me guilty under these circumstances.
Very well. Then that is all for the trial of...
Objection!
What? Edgeworth, stop it! Stop it!
Not so fast, Phoenix Wright. Hold on, I kind of mixed that up. Not so fast, Phoenix Wright.
No way he can wear himself out of this one. Oh wait, I forgot. It's Edgeworth.
There is a certain thread of logic to the defendant's claims. However, there is no concrete proof that Phoenix Wright is innocent. Ergo, I would like to request one more day before Phoenix Wright is granted his freedom. I need time to make one more inquiry into the matter.
Another inquiry? This isn't going to be another one of those updated autopsy reports. This guy just makes up evidence as he pleases. This is bad. Mr. White's guilt is obvious. There's no need to prolong the trial any further.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth.
If anyone is going to call Mr. White to trial, it would be me, the prosecution. I need a day to ascertain whether the new claims have any basis in factual evidence. Excuse you? At the very least, there's enough circumstantial evidence to bring... to at least let me go.
I see. Objection denied.
What?
The completion of of the trial of Mr. Phoenix Wright will be postponed until tomorrow.
No. There's no telling what will happen if I can't end this now. Edgeworth is sure to come up with or just make up something. After Mia showed up and helped me and all.
Mr. Your Honor, may I go home? Of course. Thank you for your time.
The witness will stay. Mia! Phoenix, read this note out loud. Mia? What's this? Your Honor, if I may?
You're quite persistent today, Mr. Wright.
You bet I am. My wife is writing on this one. I have something I would like to read to the court. The memo Mia had given me was a list of names.
Many of them sounded strangely familiar. People in finance, famous celebrities. That's when it happened. Stop! Desist! Halt! Please, stop! Make him stop! How did you get that list? Mr. White, admit your guilt right here, right now. Or else this list will be released to the press. I confess. I did it. I hit her. I hit Miss Mia with the thinker. Case closed, Your Honor. God, when Mia has that serious face, that's freaking baller. Let's go! Well, I see no reason to continue this trial. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've done it again! That was quite a spirited defense. Yes, Your Honor. I guess you could say that. If only you knew how spirited it was. Well, this court finds the defense, rather, the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Woo! Scary Wraith, we win this one! Let's go! That is all. This court is adjourned. Well, I never thought I'd be saying this again, but congratulations! You're lucky I was born a fae. I'm lucky I had both of you and Maya on my side. I'm glad you made it. Thank you, Phoenix. You risked a lot to help me, and Maya. I won't forget it as long as I live. That's not funny, Mia. As long as you live? My time here is running out. Huh? Maya's powers are still weak. I can't stay here that long. What? No! There's still so much to say! Don't worry. I'm sure we'll meet again. Chief! I'm not the chief anymore. Phoenix? Can you come to the office tonight? Say, 9? The office? I'll see you later. Chief! Mia! I think I put it a little bit too deep, but that's fine. Phoenix, you're late. 9:02. Being here. It's hard not to think about that night. You came? Mia, I was kind of worried you might not. Huh? Of course I came. Well then. And it begins, so let me spoil by changing the voice up. I'm pretty hungry. How about a burger? Mia? You should see the look on your face. Mia? What are you talking about? It's me, Maya. Maya? What? Did I look like my sister? Look like you were her. Might be able to use that. Oh, Phoenix, go to the store and buy me lunch, would you? Maya, what are you doing here? Because of this. See? Mia wrote me a letter. Take care of Phoenix for me. Take care of... She means this office. This office. Someone has to help with the new Wright & Co. law offices, right? And who better but me, Maya Faye, reporting for duty. Wait, no. On second thought, let's make this casual. Yo, Nick. Maya here, ready to get down to business. You don't mind me calling you Nick, do you? It's a great name. Mia said that that's what your friend Larry calls you. Nick? You know what this means? We're partners. You know, when I think about it, it is Maya's fault that I'm here now. But if it wasn't for her, I'd probably be in jail. Right in co law offices. It's got a little ring to it. Yeah. Thanks, Maya. God, this screen. Good luck, Phoenix. I'll always be here, watching. Right,
Okay, Nick, let's do it.
Huh? Do what?
Burgers, dummy, burgers.
Ramen in Japanese, by the way.
There's a great burger joint just down the street. Come on, there's time to waste in.
Okay, wait up. But that was a huge swerve to do literally in the second case, by the way, to have your boss get murdered. That's nuts. Let's at least do first day of this, I think. First, maybe, not first flat day, then at least first day of, through the trial. We'll find out. Yuvis, pale moon sky cries for your blood. Get used to this song, it's gonna play a lot. The moon? No, it is you who should gaze upon the moon, for it will be the best moon you'll ever see. No, I'm not even gonna bother voice acting this because I can't stop it. It auto moves. You in hell, evil magistrate. The warrior's swords gleam and strike in the moonlight. One has fallen, but who? Only the moon knows. Don't miss next week's exciting episode. The Dark Messenger returns. Yes, I decided to go with Dragon Ball Z. I think it works appropriately for this.
That rocked! See you in hell, evil magistrate!
Whoa! Stop waving that broom around!
Nick, I didn't know you were here.
Of course I'm here! What was that surreal show you were watching?
What? Nick, you mean you don't know the Steel Samurai?
Like, honestly, Phoenix, God, everybody knows about the Steel Samurai.
He's only the most popular TV hero for young people.
Young? Like, how young? 10 years old?
Then what the heck are you
doing getting all excited?
Oh, I'm only 17.
Did they age her up? I thought she was 16. Not that, 1 year's a lot, but hold on. I'm looking it up real quick. Stand by. Ooh, a little bit of spoiler there. Oh, no, age 17. Yep, nope. 17. Okay. I thought she was 16. Alright. Oh god, I can't wait for that case because this image is so cute. A lot of spoiler images, but it's spoiler images that I've seen before, so it's not terrible. Was this all done in 1 year? Oh wait, this is now getting spoilers for me because I haven't played some of the more recent ones. The super recent ones anyway. Like I played Dual Destinies, but I didn't play Spirit of Justice. But we will, eventually, because I got all the stuff for that. Anyway.
That's 17. See? I'm a teen, not like you, Nick.
Hey, don't talk to me like I'm your grandpa or something. I'm only 24 myself.
Then watch it with me. He's really cool, and it's really popular. When they asked grade school kids what they wanted to be, Steel Samurai was #1.
I really worry about the kids these days.
Gramps. Anyway, the Steel Samurai is over, so I guess it's time to close up the office.
I guess. Wish we had some clients. A month passed since my trial. Mia's murder was the talk of the town for some time, but no one paid any attention to the Wright & Co. law offices. How am I going to pay the rent this month?
It'll be okay. I'm sure some big client is just around the corner.
Huh. October 16th, 8:14 a.m., Phoenix Wright's bedroom. When is my cell phone ring going to change? That is shrill as frick. Hello? This is Phoenix. Maya? What? Still early.
It's the Steel Samurai! The Steel Samurai got arrested!
Huh? You mean the guy on that show?
Yes! They're saying the Steel Samurai killed the villain!
Isn't that what he's supposed to do?
Yeah, on TV.
Yeah, on TV.
No, I mean, he actually did it in real life. He skewered a villain with a samurai spear.
I have absolutely no idea what you're talking about.
Just come to the office, quick. Please, Nick.
Maya's here, watching television. Now for the morning news. The actor Will Powers was arrested yesterday. Powers plays the lead role in the popular kids show The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo. He was arrested on suspicion of murder. The victim was Jack Hammer, who plays the villain known as the Evil Magistrate. His body was found still inside of the Evil Magistrate costume. That's a lot to be revealing, by the way, to the public already. The samurai spear was also found stuck through the body. The police believe this was the murder weapon and are investigating further. This has to be a joke.
No, it's a nightmare. The Steel Samurai is over. The world is over. Yes, right in co offices. What? Nick! It's the Steel Samurai!
What?
Yes, of course. We'll be right there. Let's go, Nick!
Go where?
They have the Steel Samurai down in detention.
So what?
So, I've decided this will be our first case.
Hold on. Okay. Because there's not something that's clearly about the Steel Samurai as far as investigating. Oh my god, it's Wolverine! What's wrong, Maya? It's him, in the flesh.
Is that guy really him?
What do you mean, that guy? Of course it's him. Will Powers, our client. That's him.
Maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but he definitely did it. Murder. At least once. Maybe twice.
Whoa. What are you saying?
Yes?
Something wrong?
No.
This is getting off to a great start. Yep. I see him as a gentle giant kind of thing. He looks scary, hence that's why Maya said, yeah, he definitely did murder. But let's see. I need to go deep voice that doesn't grate it. So let's see. I know. You're not disappointed, are you?
Disappointed? Oh, no.
No, it's okay. This is the real me. When I got the part of the Steel Samurai, with that mask, I decided I would never show my face in public until the job was over. It's the kids, you know? I didn't want to wreck their dreams.
Oh.
Guess it didn't matter. So much for dreams. I wonder what they'll think of the Steel Samurai now.
Nick?
What?
He's a good guy. I mean, he's good.
Yeah?
He didn't do it.
That was a quick flip-flop. What the frick? Let's talk about the Steel Samurai. Break the ice. Maybe you can explain to me just what the Steel Samurai is.
Nick, how could you say such a thing? I'm sorry, sir. I apologize for my partner. He's new to this and a bit out of touch with the world.
Hey, who's new to this? No, it's alright, really. The Steel Samurai is... Hold on, I need to go a little lower. The Steel Samurai is the lead character of a popular kids show. He walks the streets of Neo Old Tokyo, fighting battle after battle against the evil magistrate and his minions. Of course, he never really defeats the evil magistrate. Although, I guess he did defeat him this time. I see. Neo Old Tokyo? Who comes up with these names? Maybe you could start by telling us what happened. Yes, of course. It seems like it was only yesterday. Actually, it was only yesterday. The cast had come down to Global Studios for a run-through. We went through a few action sequences at 10 that morning. It was rehearsal was scheduled for 5 in the afternoon. But when 5 came around, the staff gathered at the studio. The evil magistrate was found lying in a crumpled heap near the set. They took off his mask and discovered that it was Jack Hammer, dead. He had been expertly skewered with the samurai spear. The samurai spear? Yes, it's a long spear that the steel samurai uses as a weapon. Now, where were you on the day of the murder? Well, that morning I came to the studios at 9. We worked through some action scenes until noon. The rehearsal was to begin at 5, but I was a little tired. So after lunch, I took a nap in my dressing room. When I woke up, it was after 5. I was late for the rehearsal. I hurried to the studio and found everyone looking shocked. They arrested me on the spot and brought me here. So he was sleeping the entire afternoon of the murder. Some action hero. What will the kids think? I think I should probably check out the scene of the murder. Right. Global Studios. I'll draw you a map.
Wow, Nick, let's go.
I'm willing to bet $10 she asked for autographs. We're at least going to do the first day of this one.
Wow, so this is where they make the Steel Samurai show. Awesome. Aren't you excited? Hey, you there. You want in? You gotta go through me. Uh-oh, sorry. We're, lawyers. Oh, yeah? Well, that's great. I'm security. And it's my job to make sure gawkers like you stay out. Gawkers? Gawkers, sightseers, tourists. I know the type. You heard about the incident and came to snoop around. You today, something horrible happens and wasting time like this. Don't you have a job to do? Or do lawyers not work like the rest of me? I should become a lawyer too. Sounds like a life.
I cannot keep up with her freaking...
Nick, will I grow up to be like her? Please say no.
I don't know. It's possible.
Hey, listen when you're being spoken to, youths today.
So, what is it that you do here at the studios?
At Global Studios, we make children's dreams come true. In fact, in my younger days... you were a star? Only a little twinkle between stars here and there, I'm afraid, dearie. Wow, this place has really gone downhill, you know? But 10 years ago, now that was a studio of dreams. Hammer was a big star back then, too. He was... sorry, the way it was written was a little weird. Hammer was a big star back too then, he was.
Hammer?
The victim, dummy. The evil magistrate. He's been reduced to playing villain now. Not exactly the best material to work with.
What kind of person was Mr. Jack Hammer?
What kind of person? Oh, if only you knew. Jack Hammer will live on in the many hearts as the ultimate action hero. And I'm putting on a British accent for some reason, and I'm not quite sure. Let's try that again. He was simply dashing in the Dynamite Samurai series.
Should I heard of that?
But there was an accident during filming 5 years ago. He got an unlucky break after that. Reduced to playing the villain on a children's program. What's more, I heard they were paying him peanuts. Enough to make you cry.
Can you tell me about Mr. Will Powers? He's not a bad kid, but don't be fooled by his mask. You wouldn't want him on the silver screen without it, believe me. Little old ladies watching would lose their lunch. That's probably why he thought the Steel Samurai was his big chance. No one thought he was capable of doing what he did to poor Jack Hammer.
We don't know that for certain. We don't know for certain that Mr. Will Powers is guilty.
Powers, of course he's guilty. How do I know? I know everything. That's my job. Why are you so certain that Mr. Powers is the killer? I was standing right here yesterday, I was. So I was here from 1 p.m. till in the afternoon till 5 o'clock when they found the body. Now the studio where the murder took place is to the left here. So if you want to go into the studio, you have to pass by me. Only one person went by here between 1 and 2:30 when the murder took place. And that person was Mr. Powers? Yes, I saw him. But Mr. Powers says he was sleeping in his dressing room. Oh, I'm sure he would say that. He's no fool. But he was the only one that walked by. He's the killer, and you can bet your biscuits on it. Nah, isn't it about time to be... Isn't it about time for you to be heading home? There's nothing to see here. Move along. Actually, we're here at Mr. Powers' request. I thought you were suspicious looking. Show me a letter of request, and maybe I'll just let you in.
This lady here thinks she owns the place, obviously.
So let's go back to the... Oh, that's the wrong place to move to. Hello, how was the studio? They all think I did it, don't they?
No, not at all. Isn't that right, Nick?
Right, not at all. Worst, you're a suspect. About the security guard at the main gate into the studio. Oh, the security lady.
She's terrible. She told me suspicious looking.
Yeah, actually, she said the same thing to me before. Take off that mask, I believe her words were. Sorry, let me try that again. Because I have a weird opportunity to do something kind of creative. It's to pretend to be somebody else. It's not my voice because I'm going really low, but then for him to fake being the old lady. So hold on a second. This is a fun one. Take off that mask, I believe her words were, I believe. She sucks up to all the bigwigs at the studio. But let her see you stumble once and she'll never let up on you.
She's got some nerve.
Do you think you could write up a letter formally requesting my representation? Of course. I just hope this will get me past that security lady. Ma'am, have a look at this. It's a letter of request from Mr. Powers. Yes, I recognize the bold, childish scrawl. To think he would entrust his fate to you with such an unreliable appearance. Really? Really? Anyway, you may pass. But only left of here towards the studios. No, going to the right. That's the employee area. No one allowed inside, pal, were my instructions. The good detective told me himself.
Hey, Nick.
Huh?
There were maps in the security guard station.
Hey, not bad.
Those are 50 cents apiece, thank you.
Well, time to go, Nick.
50 cents!
I just realized this is stuff that I realized now that I'm more into Japanese stuff than when I first played this as a kid. But the monkey both A has a top knot and B is wearing a hakama. That's hilarious. This is great. I love it.
Hey, aren't you the murderer from the other day? It's that confused detective. Hey, pal, you know Prosecutor Edgeworth is all upset and it's your fault. I saw him sipping tea and staring gloomily out the window.
So?
Hey, if he's depressed, then it's your fault for doing sloppy detective work. Detective?
I think you hurt his feelings.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Well, I think his feelings are easily hurt.
You're right, pal. It's all my fault. I can blame other people all I want, but I know the truth in my heart. Hey, don't take it so hard. There's always the next case. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Hey, what exactly are you two doing here? Well, we're on this case too, pal. Huh? Hey, you can't just go around saying pal like that. That's my endearing character trait. I'd say he's a character, all right.
So, how's your investigating going, Detective?
Well, Hey, I can't tell you that, pal. Nick, maybe you need to be a little more indirect with your questions?
Right. So, Detective, mind if I take a look at what you got?
What I got?
The autopsy report. Your latest version. The latest version, if you please.
Right. Sorry about what happened last time, pal.
The Jack's autopsy report. Time of death, on October 15th, 10:30 p.m. Cause pierced through the chest by a spear. You know, if the actual coroner was doing their job, they'd realize that it couldn't have been by the spear, but that's okay, we'll leave it alone. Until it comes up. Why was Mr. Powers arrested?
Simple, pal. The murder took place right over there in Studio 1. Now, the victim entered Studio 1 at approximately 1 p.m. That time, there was no other man. At that time, there was no one other than the victim in the studio. According to the autopsy report, the time of death was 2:30. The only person that went to the studio between 1 and 2:30, and that person was none other than Will Powers. No one else, pal. If you think I'm lying, then ask the security lady at the main gate. Nick, if that's true, anyone would think that Powers did it with that kind of evidence.
Thanks for cheering me up. You know, about the security lady.
Oh, that sweet old lady. What a charmer.
Huh? Are we talking about the same person?
When I showed her my badge, she gave me a donut and some coffee. Remember what Powers said? She's a sucker for authority. She even gave me a piece of valuable evidence.
What kind of evidence?
Well, that, photo. The photo that the Steel Samurai heading to the scene of the crime. What? Who took that? See the camera up there on the gate, pal? The gate? You mean the one with the welcome sign? Yeah. Whenever someone walks by, that camera automatically snaps a photo of them. Oh no! Nick, he has evidence. We're finished.
Funny. For someone with hard proof, he doesn't look too happy.
What's wrong, pal? You don't seem down. You seem down.
Don't look so happy when you say that.
We'd like to ask the employees here some questions. Sure thing, pal. Go wherever you like. Of course, you're not gonna find any clues that I haven't already found.
Someone around here seems to be enjoying themselves.
Nick, let's go. We got a free pass to the place. Now's our chance to check things out.
The studio mascot. I guess it's a monkey of some kind. What kind of monkey has a nose like that? He's holding a sign in his hand. Right to Studio 1, left to Studio 2.
What's up with that thing? It looks kind of busted. Oh, the wind was pretty strong yesterday, and the head broke off. It took the tree down with it, too. Hey, it's locked.
So you need a card key to get in. Makes sense, they would want to keep the non-employees out. Alright, so then let's move back to the main gate.
Nick, look! That security lady's in the guard station stuffing her face with donuts. I guess all cops like their donuts.
Yeah. They're soft enough she doesn't need teeth to chew them.
Hey, you! Well, are you satisfied the Powers is guilty yet?
She had to make my life harder by giving that photo to the detective come true. Why didn't you tell us about the security photo, ma'am?
Oh, that? I thought it would be more thrilling to talk with the detective himself. These things are important, you know. Oh, just to the left from here is the gate that took the with the camera that took that photo. It's my job to check the photos every day, you see.
About the security camera.
Oh, yes, the camera. It's automatic. It can tell when someone walks through that gate, you see. Then it snaps a photo. Apparently it records the time when it takes a picture too. But I don't bother myself with those details. I just view all the photos on the computer over there at the security guard station. I check them every day before going home, I do.
Alright, that's enough. We can go here.
Nick! This is where they do all the behind-the-scenes stuff. Hey, look! There's Power's dressing room. No one's here this soon after the murder, I guess. Let's take a look around.
A window into the dressing room. Glass is frosted, so I can't see inside. We don't need a spear. Yeah, so that's unlocked. Okay. Let's see. Cola, candy, chips, gum. Huh. It's so normal. There's supposed to be something cool theme stacks or something. Popcorn at least.
Wait! Look! Samurai soda! Nick, let's try this.
Ladies first. Second stomach stuff. That's not how that works. That's not how any of that works. Alright, so let's move into the dressing room. How's this dressing room? So this is where he was sleeping? Or at least this is where he claims he was sleeping.
No one actually saw him taking a nap here, did they?
Right. And there's a picture of him near the crime scene. I hope he's telling the truth for his sake. Bunch of snacks on the table. They give these employees some tea and cookies. That's the usual thing, having a separate stomach for sweets. That's a very Japanese thing to say. That's right. The wig in Samurai Boogie Woogie. Employee card key is Powers, Studio 1.
Let's take it, Nick.
Borrow it. You mean borrow. Alright, so now we move. I guess we have to examine the gate first. October 16th, Studio 1.
What is it?
What is it? You're really quiet all of a sudden.
Doesn't it give you the shivers, Nick? That white tape. It's so real.
Well, the evil magistrate did die here. And the steel samurai killed him. The murder weapon was a samurai spear. Sounds pretty real to me. Yeah, online where Jack Hammer's body lay with tape. His body was found inside the evil magistrate costume. I guess that's why the head looks like it's part of the helmet. Funny, but this fierce animal will leave at least a few bloodstains. Because the costume must have absorbed most of it.
Look, a ladder!
That's a step ladder.
So, what's the difference? You need to stop judging things based on narrow-minded cultural assumptions, Nick.
Right. Sorry. This girl is out there.
Hey, look! That's the chair the director sits in! I've always wanted to sit in one of these. Hey, Nick, they go at the back. On those black and white boards they clap at the start of filming. And look! A megaphone! A real-life megaphone! Ready, Nick? Action!
This girl is more troubled than I thought.
What's this?
That's for reflecting light. They call it a reflecting screen or something like that. The assistant holds it up during filming.
Huh.
What? Where's your enthusiasm for all things entertainment?
Well, lighting is fine, but I want to be the director. Or maybe the Steel Samurai.
I think she's being serious.
Wow, look at that camera! It must cost a ton!
Yeah, so don't touch it!
Whoa, it's heavier than I thought. Hey, you, no touching that!
Sorry. My partner is kind of a... you know.
You know? No, I don't know!
And who are you?
Who, me? I'm an assistant here. I help with props and stuff. Moving them around, ordering new ones, etc. We're lawyers representing Mr. Will Powers. Oh, you're WP's people. WP? Oh, Will Powers, WP. I get it. I don't envy you guys one bit. But do what you can for WP, okay? Never hurt a fly. He has to be innocent. Don't worry. Leave it to us.
Did you know that Mr. Powers was sleeping in his room?
No, I wouldn't go there unless I had some urgent message for him. I mean, it's his private... What kind of girl do you think I am?
What? No, I'm sure you're a fine girl. Sorry. So much for getting confirmation of Powers' alibi. Could you tell me anything about the day of the murder?
Yes, I was in the studio the whole day. I was the only assistant on staff that day, you see? Only one assistant? Yes, well, the studio isn't doing so well right now. And yesterday was only rehearsal for our action sequences. Oh, I see. In the morning, we went through the action sequences in the employee area. WP and Hammer were there along with everybody else.
The employee area. That's where Powers' dressing room is, right?
Yes, that's the place. After eating lunch there, Mr. Hammer went to Studio 1. Then I saw WP go into his dressing room. But I didn't see either of them after that. What do we do, Nick? We haven't found anything. If WP was the only one who came to the studio, then he has to be the killer. They even have the photograph. Sorry, I know you're busy.
Not really.
Actually, there's been something bothering me. Aha! That's what I'm talking about! A clue! A lead! Well, I don't know about that. But that day, just after noon, I sensed someone was here.
You sensed?
Yes, several times. Some other studio employees, maybe? No, I don't think so. The only thing we had scheduled was an action scene run-through. I was the only assistant here that day. I have a feeling it was someone from outside.
Really?
But wait, if someone had come in here, wouldn't that security lady have noticed them?
Yeah, you're right.
I'm sorry, I don't have any better information than that. No, thanks! That helps a lot. Anything helps. Go put that security lady on the spot.
So, you sent someone other than the regular film crew in the studio?
Yes, I think.
I think doesn't cut in in a witness testimony.
Nick, what about that security lady?
Yeah. I was just trying to see if there was anything else. Gumshoe's just sitting there all day, every day.
What? You're still here? Really? You looked as though you seen a ghost. What? I saw that suspicious look on your face.
I wanted to ask you again about yesterday. You came here at 1 p.m., correct? And the estimated time of Hammer's death was 2:30. Are you sure that Powers was the only one to go here through here between those times?
As sure as can be. But we have a witness who thinks there was someone from outside here that day. What? Are you absolutely sure you were here watching the whole time? Ma'am? Who was it? Who told you that? Who dares question me? Alright, you better tell me in quick, you spiky-haired cretin. Someone's been complaining about the work I do, eh?
We were just talking to the assistant in Studio 1.
She's not even a full-time employee. All you youngins are like that nowadays. Running your mouths like that.
I'm not even gonna bother with this anymore. There she goes. You're left.
Well, Nick, this is our chance to do what we can do without her looking over our shoulders.
Not wrong. An overhead map of the studios. Computer that runs the studio security cameras.
Nick, maybe we could see the photo of Powers with this computer.
Yeah, maybe. Should I try the computer? Hell yeah. Okay, let's give it a try.
You know how to work these things, Nick?
Looks like I just have to enter in a few numbers. Let's see. First, I need the date of the murder. Looks like the camera turned on at 1 p.m. that day. 1 p.m. That was when the security lady arrived at the guard station.
Please enter the number of the security camera.
There, entered. Nothing happened. Huh? Maybe I got the number wrong. Maybe you should look at the camera again? Actually, yes. Because I don't want to have to do that twice. Examine.
That's the security camera that takes the...
ST1307, okay. And we go back here, and then we examine the computer again. There, entered.
Hey, it printed out the data for that day.
Let's see what we got. Huh?
How is this a picture of Will Powers?
Well, he is the one who always wears the suit. Guess that's why the security lady thought it was him.
I don't imagine the detective was very happy with this as photo evidence. Something's printed on the back.
Huh? October 15th, 2 p.m. Photo number 2.
What does that mean?
Maybe there's more photo data from that day.
Nope. That's the only one in the computer. Hey, Nick! Can't we just use this photo as evidence for the trial?
Yeah.
We'll put that security lady in her place with this.
Right. We'll put her in her place.
Hey, that's what I said! Anyway, let's show this photo to her and see what she says.
Wait. Let's not.
Why not?
It's never a good idea to reveal your hand to the enemy too soon.
Nick, you're craftier than I gave you credit for. Why, you could be on the next evil magistrate.
Hey, why do I have to be the villain?
Relax, it was just a joke. So, are we done for today?
I think this photo is what we needed for the trial. Still, it'd be better if we had some idea of who the real killer was. Maybe it really is that security... Maybe it really is that security lady. Okay. So day 1 only. We will continue this again next week. So this is where we'll end it for today. And next week we will continue with more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy, specifically Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney in specific. And then tomorrow what we're going to do is some Sultan Sanctuary. Also, just as a point of reference, in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be on a business trip, so I will be not streaming for a portion of the time. I just have to figure out what days I'm going to be gone so I can mention what days are not going to be streaming days. But in any case, thank you guys for hanging out with me. You've all been 10 out of 10 with me. Let's see if there's anybody who's available for a raid before we take off, shall we? Either way, not huge, not a big worry to me. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. You've all been 10 out of 10 with me, and I will see you guys come tomorrow for Sultan Sanctuary. And we get to see, I did do the grinding that I said I was going to do, and I got myself back to the Sanctuary where we can rank up with the people. And we'll see how that goes from there. Thank you all. You have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, wherever it is that you are. And I hope to see you again tomorrow for that Sultan Sanctuary stream. And yes, considering how salty I was getting at that one fight, I'm going to assume that the later fights are just as bad. So if you've ever wanted to see me a little bit more salty, that's the day to come and see me. Alrighty. Have a wonderful one. See you guys then.